Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining Extreme Fitness Junkies. This is Tony and
It, mm, uh, Junior.
Junior. Today, we want to talk about some expert tips for summer skincare. I'm going to be quoting some literature here. So, I'm letting you guys know that this is from Dr. Jeffrey Werner, Senior Medical Director for Dermatology at TelaDocHealth.net. So we're citing this information from him, using this information to support all people and making sure that everyone is healthy, happy, and safe here at Extreme Fitness Junkies. Just cited the citation here. So, it's getting warm outside. Don't you agree? What do you do out when you go outside, Junior? What do you put on your head?
Sunscreen.
Oh, a sunscreen. And what do you wear on your head?
Uh,
Dad loves these. I have my what? Starts with a H.
hat.
Hat. A hat. Yes, a hat. Very important. Hat and sunscreen. You know, bask in the sun, take a dip in the pool, feel the blades of the grass between your toes. Summer's long days are here to enjoy.
Yeah, I
However-
love summer because summer's the best.
However, some of the season's best outdoor pastimes can wreak havoc on our skin. So we need to be mindful that we protect our skin and make sure that we are taking our precautions when we're out there in the summer. So, that's one of the really big things I want to talk about is sunburn. People don't realize how dangerous the sun can be.
That is really hot.
It's really hot, and if you ever had a sunburn, it's not fun, right, Junior?
It hurts.
It hurts. Absolutely, it hurts. It hurts to have a sunburn. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about some ways that people could help and protect themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want to go under the pool, you have to wear some goggles.
So you have to wear goggles, protect your eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So, but we're also talking about like planning and making sure that your skin is safe, right?
Mm-hmm. Is a sunburn like a blister?
Yeah, sunburn is like a blister. So what happens if you're in the sun so long, you get something called sunburn, right? And there's water blisters, and then it hurts. It feels like a hot oven. And then what happens when you're done? Your skin starts peeling, and you get a really bad sunburn and make something called water bubbles on your skin. And that's no good because then you could develop some kind of, some bad things with your skin. Hey everybody, we're talking about skin tips from sunburn. So did you guys know, I'm going to throw a fact at you, that 33,000 people seek emergency care for sunburn each year. Overexposure to the sun rays. 33,000 people a year. So I'm going ahead and I'm actually citing some literature tonight. This is Extreme Fitness Junkies. Talking about Dr. Werner and how he says prevention is the best. So I'm going to go over a couple things to give you guys the tricks and tips about sunshine and outdoor weather. We all have different sunscreen. I know there's Australian Gold. There's a bunch. I can't talk. Panama Jack. Copper Tone. So you need to figure out to have sunscreen that's UVA and UVB rays. The sun protective factor of SPF should be 30 or higher. It's recommended.
Yeah, so I always wear sunscreen.
Right. If you're outside every 2 hours or more, if you're near water, or if you're even sweating, right? What happens when you sweat and you wear sunscreen? What's going to happen?
I don't know.
The sunscreen's going to come off, right? If your water from your body, it washes off, right?
What did you say?
you put sunscreen on, but if you sweat, you gotta put more on, right?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Look for a shade, especially between hours 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And finally, wear
Hey,
long
look how
sleeve
much
protective clothing.
calories it is.
That's right, 110. Including a wide brim hat and large sunglasses. And that's what I usually use when I'm out there in the sunshine. If I have no choice, I use one of those gardener's hat. And I wear long pants and I wear a long sleeve shirt. It sounds worse than it really is, but believe me, you really won't sweat as much as you think you do. So these protective strategies prevent skin cancer from developing too. If you're feeling the burn, take a cool bath and liberally apply comedogenic moisturizer. Drink plenty of water and avoid the sun. Bad sunburns can be painful to your skin, blister or peel, like I was telling Junior. You may develop fevers or chills, and talk to your doctor if you have any symptoms. If you guys have any questions, hey, we are from the United States. Rashes. So people can develop rashes while exploring outdoors. You may come across dangerous plants. Poison ivy, oak, and sumac aren't poisons. Most likely, people can get allergic to the sun. So that's one reason why we tell you put sunscreen on. Believe it or not, some people are allergic to the sun and they develop sunscreen. Hey, what's going on? Well, nice. I'm from China. Well, welcome, Chinese faith. We're glad you're here. If you haven't, tonight we're talking about sunscreen and how important it is to wear it. There's a lot of people that say, well, I'm just going to be in the sun for 10 minutes or I'm going to be in the sun for 2 hours. It's very important that you wear sunscreen to protect your skin because believe me, once you get sunburned, you get spots or moles, which should be checked by your dermatologist yearly. It's very important that you make sure that you protect yourself. So tomorrow I'm going to talk more about different nature ways, different nature like rashes, stings, bites. I'm going to talk more about that. But today I just wanted to turn it over with just sunshine and people don't realize that sun actually ages your skin too. If you take a lot of sun, you will look older, you will get wrinkles, you will get sick in time if you don't protect your skin. Hey Junior, do you like to stay in the sun all day?
No.
No, why not?
Because I get really hot.
You get really hot. And what happens when you get hot?
The sunburn.
Yeah, you get sunburn, right? No.
Like when I run really fast, I get really sweaty.
Yeah, you get really sweaty. And then sometimes you get red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red and sweaty.
Red and sweaty, that's right. Right. What else?
Sometimes I would like to go on the beach.
Do you remember when we went to the beach?
Yeah. What do I do at the beach?
Take a suntan. So, I want to go ahead and talk about like exposure. So anyone's working outdoors exposed to the sun's UV rays, even on cloudy days, believe it or not, UV rays are part of sunlight that is an invisible form of radiation. There are 3 types of UV rays. UVA is believed to damage the connective tissues, increase the risk of developing skin cancer. So it increases those mutations in the skin, as they call it. UVB penetrates less deeply into the skin, but can still cause some types of skin cancer. Natural UVC is absorbed by the atmosphere and does not pose a risk. Sunburn isn't immediately apparent, so you might go in the sun and say, oh, it's okay. But really, symptoms usually start about 4 hours after exposure. worsen in 24 to 36 hours and resolve in 3 to 5 days. Oh, that's all right, Chinese folks. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, and see you later. Sunburn so includes red, like Junior said, tender and swollen skin, blistering headache, fever, nausea, and fatigue. In addition to the skin, eyes can become sunburned. Yeah, your eyes can be sunburned, believe it or not. Do you know your eyes could be sunburned?
Yeah.
Become red, dry, painful, and feel gritty. Chronic eye exposure can cause permanent damage, including blindness.
That's why I don't want to get my hair cut.
No, that doesn't have to do anything with the sun. Actually, if you get a haircut, it's good for you. You know why?
Why?
You stay cooler and you don't sweat. Take aspirin, eat acetaminophen or ibuprofen to relieve pain. Drink plenty of water.
You got long my hair.
Comfort burns. I like to apply aloe
don't
vera.
really-
I know it's very long. We need to get it cut. I like aloe vera. Avoid further exposure. Use topical moisturizer. Hydrocortisone. Yeah. Really important stuff, you know, and as summer's coming, you know, you gotta get yourself checked out too by a dermatologist. You know, I for one have a lot of moles on my body and I get them checked every year. It's very important. Go ahead and finishing up my plan for today. We had a pretty productive day. But definitely, if you guys have any questions on suntan, sunburns, anything sun related, hit us up at Extreme Fitness Junkies, where fitness meets happiness. Do you have any questions, Junior?
I got a big bottle of one Wi-Fi.
Do you like summer or do you like
fall or Christmas?
spring, summer, winter, or fall? What do you like?
I like all of them.
You like, what's your favorite though?
July and Christmas.
Oh. July and Christmas? I got a question for you.
What?
Can you get a suntan when there's no sun? Can you get sunburn?
What?
Can you get a sunburn when it's cloudy outside?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Junior's right. Any other questions, anybody? I'm just going ahead and logging my food in for today. Dinner was great. 10,010 calories. 28.4 protein.
0, 0, 0.
Just logging my macros. Done.
The new baby's gonna be 0.
866 surplus calories.
He's gonna be
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining
1.
Extreme Fitness Junkies. Today we talked about sunburn, suntan lotion. I appreciate you guys being here and supporting XFJ. I want to really thank Chinese Faith. Thank you, brother, for being here. I know that you had to be driving, so you took off. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all.